I'm Bob Gebbia, CEO of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and it's an honor for me to welcome you to the Out of the Darkness experience. A heartfelt thanks goes to all of you, our amazing friends and supporters, for participating in this event and for raising awareness and funds for suicide prevention. Now, clearly, much has changed since last year's Out of the Darkness community walk. It's a challenging time. And on behalf of all of us at AFSP, our thoughts are with you and your families during this pandemic. We hope you are staying safe and healthy. And I can assure you the pandemic has not deterred AFSP from its work. We've adapted our life-saving programs, delivering them virtually, wherever and whenever possible, including Talk Saves Lives, our most used public education program. From the start of the pandemic, AFSP has been a leading voice about caring for one's mental health, using traditional and social media to convey messages about self-care, that physical distancing doesn't mean social isolation, and about staying in treatment or seeking treatment through telemental health. Now, we continue to make progress across all areas of our work. Our investment in research has continued with 38 new studies funded since the start of the pandemic. We reached 1 million people during May Mental Health Month with our #RealConvo campaign. And in June, we launched new Seize the Awkward public service ads to empower teens and young adults to help a friend who is struggling. We held 38 state advocacy days since last fall, and the first ever virtual federal advocacy, where we had 1,400 participants from 50 states contact their members of Congress to support improved crisis services for people in emotional distress. And as an organization, we are speaking out about the inequities in access to mental health care, in particular for communities of color, and we continue to advocate for ending all health care disparities. Our interactive screening program continues to be used in schools and workplaces, giving people a safe and anonymous way to reach out for support. Since the start of the program, we've connected over 180,000 people to help they would not have otherwise sought. And when suicide does occur, AFSP is there to support the families and friends with programs and resources. This year alone, we will host more than 400 International Survivors of Suicide Loss Day events to offer comfort and support. None of this work would be possible without all of you and hundreds of thousands of others. We need you to be involved because our work is more critical than ever. Based on the latest CDC data, the suicide rate in the U.S. continues to trend up. And we are concerned that the isolation and grief and economic impact of the pandemic could contribute to further loss of life from suicide. But we believe an increase in suicide isn't inevitable, and with greater investment in mental health care and suicide prevention now, we can avert any increase and save many lives. Your participation in this event is lifting up those who struggle with thoughts of suicide, and you are remembering loved ones who we've lost, sons and daughters, siblings and parents, spouses, partners, and friends. The involvement of each of you is so critical to our mission of saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. Everything AFSP is doing is a direct result of your willingness to get involved. I hope you will stay involved, Because of you, we are able to fight for a day when no one will die by suicide. I look forward to seeing you all in person at an event sometime in the future. But until then, thank you and stay safe.
Hello, and welcome to the Out of the Darkness experience for St. Clair County and Springfield, Illinois. Just a word about the Out of the Darkness walks. The core of the Out of the Darkness walks, the community walks, created a movement. Held in hundreds of cities across the country, they give people the courage to open up about their own struggle or loss and the platform to change our culture's approach to mental health. While this year's events may look a little different, our mission to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide has not changed. We are a strong and resilient community, united in our effort to fight suicide, raise awareness, educate our communities, advocate for better public policies, support those who have lost loved ones, and support those with lived experience. We use our voices and share our stories to provide hope. And hope will not be canceled. You may know this, but our mission at AFSP is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. And you're a part of that by being at our walks and our experiences this year. Suicide is a health issue, just like any other health issue. And suicide can be prevented. And you know that, and that is why you are with us today. Together, we can create a culture that's smart about mental health and suicide prevention. And we know that when we're together, nothing can stop us in our fight against suicide. So right now, I'd just like to take a moment in this virtual program to honor our top fundraisers and top teams from both of the experiences that we are celebrating here today. I'm going to start out with the St. Clair County top fundraisers and top teams. Thank you so much to all of these individuals who have done such wonderful fundraising in a very challenging year. So we'll start with our top fundraisers. We've got Tammy Bush Hamilton, Christopher Allard, Pat Burnt, Julie Hoff, and Mary Nigma, our fabulous event chair. And then our top teams are Walk About It, Talk About It, Tam's Beautiful Butterflies, The 10th Man, a John Allard Jr. legacy, Team Nigma, and Chris's Angels. Again, thank you so much for your outstanding fundraising in a very challenging year. And a special thanks to sponsors who have joined us this year, knowing that it is so challenging for many small businesses and even large businesses. So definitely a big thank you to our St. Clair sponsors here. We have Southern Illinois Healthcare Association, Toots Cake and Candy Supplies, also the venue for our packet pickup. Thank you, Toots. And Lewis Rice, a returning sponsor for several years now. Thank you very much. And now we're going to move on to Springfield, and we're going to thank our Springfield top fundraisers and top teams. So I'm going to go ahead and start with our Springfield top fundraisers. We have Denise Burke in first place here, Kevin Markham in second place, Rabbi's Rodeo, then Team Tony, and Jill Allen. And then for our top teams, we've got Rabbi's Rodeo coming in at first, Team Matthew, Team Josh, Team Tony, and Walk for Chris. Many of these top fundraisers and top teams are return fundraisers, return participants to the Springfield event, and we thank you so much. A couple of these names are brand new to me, and I look forward to meeting you in a year where we can actually spend some time together at the event and get to know each other a bit better. But thank you all for your outstanding fundraising. And of course, we do have some sponsors from the Springfield area. These are sponsors that have supported us for a long, long time, and some new. So thank you to all the sponsors for the Springfield event this year, and we'll go ahead and read those off right now. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, always a huge supporter of this event and other suicide prevention events actually across the state. So, thank you very much to Blue Cross Blue Shield for your commitment to mental health and suicide prevention healthcare. Lincoln Prairie Behavioral Health Center, always a longtime sponsor, always providing us with a venue if we need to do an education program. Thank you, Lincoln Prairie. Frontline Express, a return sponsor and a huge supporter of this walk. Thank you so much. The new sponsor this year is Caldwell Banker. So we are very excited to have them as a sponsor and also as some volunteers. And we look forward to establishing a relationship with them moving forward and hopefully welcoming them back as sponsors next year as well. And of course, our two media sponsors here. So first we have QLZ, and specifically your favorite DJ and mine, Mo Lightning, always coming in with a great team, and the station always coming in as a huge media supporter for us. So thank you very much, QLZ. And then we have Illinois Times, who again joins us every year as a sponsor, giving us some in-kind advertising that helps us to get the word out and just generally promoting the event. So again, thank you to all of these Springfield sponsors. Thank you to the St. Clair sponsors. And thank you all for joining the virtual event. And we will get on to the next items here. Thanks so much, guys.
Hi, I want to welcome all of you to this year's virtual program. My name is Mary Nigma, and I'm the St. Clair County Walk Chair. I know this is tough, not being out there with everyone and all the support that you get at these walks and all the support you get to show other people. This has been a tough year, and again, another year without our loved ones, so that's always hard. I just want to thank everyone for all the support you've shown in the past, all the support you've shown this year. I want to thank our sponsors, Lewis Rice Legal Firm, Southern Illinois Healthcare Association, Toots's Cake and Candy Supply, and a special thank you to Toots's for hosting our packet pickup this year as well. We want to be out there in person as well, so hopefully we'll get to see you again next year. And again, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, Springfield. It's Angela Cummings, and I'm the Associate Area Director for the AFSP Illinois chapter. I'm also usually out there at Southwind Park with everyone from the Springfield area as I generally oversee this walk with my fabulous co-chair, Samantha White. I wasn't able to be with you this year, and I know that things looked and felt a lot different, but we just want to say thank you for participating. If you did come out to the park today, and if you didn't, that's fine too. We had to do a modified event, a lot smaller, and we of course wanted people to feel safe and just do what they felt like they could do this year. So thank you for joining this virtual program. I hope you find it meaningful. Thank you for supporting the cause and continuing to register for the event, even though it was a lot different. And we really cannot wait to see you again next year at our bigger and better Springfield Out of the Darkness Walk. Thanks again so much. And I hope you enjoy this virtual program. And please reach out to us if we can ever be of any support to you in any way. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.
I wear orange for the loss of a sibling.
The white is for the loss of our child.
Green is for a personal struggle.
Purple is for losing a relative or friend.
We wear honor beads at the Out of the Darkness walks as a way to pay tribute to a loved one lost, a personal struggle, or a victory.
They come in different colors that represent the many ways that we're all connected to the cause of suicide prevention.
Since suicide so often is hidden and kept in the dark, the honor beads are really special because it's your way to be very open about your loss.
Gold is for losing a parent.
Silver represents the loss of a veteran or a first responder.
Red for losing a spouse or partner.
And teal represents having friends or family that struggle.
When I see other people with the same colored beads as me, it gives me hope that there's a future for all of us.
It's fantastic being here with these people who feel how I feel.
I wear orange, teal, and purple beads.
I wear green and teal beads.
I wear silver and teal beads.
And we all wear blue beads to show we support the cause.
Find your connection at afsp.org/honorbeads.
Okay, and what we saw just there was a short video kind of explaining the honor beads and what they mean for AFSP and the people that wear them. And here we have a really nice graphic. This is an honor bead display at one of our walks in an honor bead ceremony where people are proudly displaying the beads that they wear. This is what we would be doing if we were together in person. We are not, however. So I would like to take you through a brief honor bead ceremony that you can participate in virtually. Especially if you're joining us in the live preview on YouTube, you'll be able to add some commentary into the chat feature. And we're just going to go through this really quickly and kind of honor those we have lost with these different bead colors. As you can see here, they represent the connection to the cause. So as I read out each bead color, if you are joining us and able to put the name of your lost loved one or yourself, if you are the person who struggles, you can put that into the chat. That would be great. It's a little bit of an interactive way we can all honor our loved ones and have a bit of a memorial activity here to close out this day. Okay, first are the white beads. If you wear the white beads, you have lost a child. So if you wear the white beads at our Out of the Darkness events or at our Survivor Day events, you can take a moment right now and write the name into the chat feature. Gold beads are for the loss of a parent. If you're joining us now and you wear the gold beads, feel free to put the name of your lost parent in the chat. Teal beads are for those who are supporting someone who struggles with mental health issues. So if you wear teal beads, you are supporting someone who deals with some mental health struggles. Absolutely put your own name in the chat if you would like to, or you can put the name of the person that you support as well if you think they would feel comfortable. Silver beads are for the loss of a first responder or military member. If you have lost someone that was a first responder or part of our military, please feel free to write their name in the chat right now. Red beads for the loss of a spouse or partner. If you wear red beads at our events and you would like to honor your loved one, you can type their name in the chat feature now. Purple beads are very general. They're for the loss of a relative or friend. So everyone can wear the purple beads at our events, and they're always the ones that run out the fastest. So if you are honoring someone today, a relative or a friend, maybe not in a different category that we've already stated, you can go ahead and type their name in. Orange beads are for the loss of a sibling. If you have lost a sibling to suicide, please feel free to type their name into the chat now. And green beads for a personal struggle. If you're joining us as someone who has had your own mental health challenges or are an attempt survivor, you would wear the green beads at our events, and you are welcome to put your name in the chat feature. Blue beads support the cause. I think everyone at every event picks up the blue beads, so feel free to type your own name in at this point. You support the cause by being here. Thank you. And finally, just a few ways to connect with us. Here you see our website, our email, and of course you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at these handles that you see listed here. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions at any time. And we do still have some mental health resources that are specific to the COVID-19 pandemic. We have our AFSP COVID-19 site, which is afsp.org/COVID-19. We partnered with PsychHub for the COVID-19 Mental Health Resource Hub, and you can see that URL as well. And then Call for Calm here in Illinois is you can text TALK or ABLAR to 552020 if you need some help finding local resources. And of course, if you or anyone you know is ever in crisis, please do not hesitate to reach out and call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK, or you can text TALK TALK to 741-741. Thank you for joining us today and for joining us in the fight to stop suicide. Once again, thank you for joining us.